So, finally you and your colleagues have submitted the manuscript to your target journal. We are going to tell you what happens to your manuscript once you submit it to a scholarly journal. It's a long journey, and in some cases it may take up to 15 months. But you could cut this long journey short by writing the manuscript in the correct way, get it edited by a professional editing service, and by following the instructions in the guide for authors of the respective journals. Once the manuscript is submitted, the editorial office staff or a member of the editorial board member or an editor checks it to see if it meets the basic journal requirements, such as the aims and the scope of the journal, the article type, length and format of the article. At this stage, if the requirements are not met, the manuscript may be rejected without peer review. Therefore, authors are advised to prepare the manuscript by closely following the journal's instructions about style and format. If the manuscript passes the editorial screening or initial check stage, it is moved to the next stage and sent to at least 2 peer reviewers who can assess the manuscript. Most of the journals also scan the manuscript for plagiarism before sending it to the peer reviewers. Peer review is a long process and can take anything between 2 to 8 months, based on the peer reviewer's recommendations, i.e., accept with minor revisions, accept with major revisions, or reject. The editor makes an editorial decision on the manuscript and may seek an additional review in case of conflict. The authors are then informed of the decision. If the manuscript is rejected, authors may begin once again by submitting it to another journal after making necessary revisions. If the manuscript is accepted with the major or minor revisions, authors are invited to revise the manuscript, provide responses or a rebuttal to each of the peer reviewers' comments, and resubmit it to the same journal. After the first revision, the editor may accept the paper, or request for a second round of peer review, or reject the paper if the revisions are not satisfactory and does not meet the required standard. Once a manuscript is finally accepted, it is further processed for basic grammar and style at the journal production facility vendor's office and formatted as per the journal layout. The page proofs or PDFs are then sent to the author for a final check, and the changes, if any, are incorporated. In most cases, the manuscript is published online as ahead of print version. The whole issue of a journal which contains many such articles is published a little late when the number of required articles for an issue is complete and volume number, issue number and page numbers are assigned. Upon final publishing of a complete issue, online or printed copies sent out to subscribers.